Hey guys, so I just finished this book early in the morning and I have some thoughts I would like to share. I don't even know where to start. So many things are on my mind regarding this book. It has really impacted me as was promised by other people who have read it. I liked it, but here are my thoughts. And obviously, as mentioned, it is going to have some spoilers. So we are here people who love it already, so if you are going to read it, then don't watch this video. I used this bookmark for reading this book. It is Let's Go Make Bad Decisions. And you and I both know who made some really bad decisions in greed, in being in his own prideful nature. So that sucks. Let's start from the beginning. I really was enjoying the writing style of this author, Madeline Miller. Even the littlest of things seems so wondrous and magical in her writing. It is beautiful, and I'm going to read Cersei. That's how much I love the writing style of this book. It has so many good, wholesome quotes. If you're a romantic at heart, this book will melt you. I totally forget that we have to start from the beginning. So at first there was a lot of world building which kind of got a little boring, but the character development of the two main characters was so good, and the moments with Sharon, oh my god, young Patroclus and Achilles were so cute together, and Sharon was so good with them, even though Achilles' mother was such a bad woman or goddess, I would say. Can't say that now because I've read the book. And last part, I'm all over the place, but this is sort of a discussion, or rather I'm sharing just my thoughts over it because I can't find a person I can talk to. I have so much on my heart, and this is the only place I feel safe to talk about this book. So if you have any thoughts, do let me know how you felt about this book as well. Let's move along with the plot. There was too much plot, and when Patroclus cheated Achilles, I couldn't bear it, and it was not mentioned again, which was kind of icky because they share everything, and Achilles also told him about his wife. The kind of character development we go through this book regarding him, I didn't expect it, and they never discussed it, so that was disgusting. And also another point that I felt missing in this book was the justification of the title, because it was more of the song of Patroclus. I also think that it was to remove the tension from Patroclus to Achilles because of the ending, but I don't know. If you know the reason of the title being the Song of Achilles, then do let me know. Another point I would like to discuss is how much did you guys cry? Because I cried 3 times. First, when I got to know that Patroclus is dead. Oh my god, he was the sweetest soul I ever knew in a book. But that part, and then progressing page where it became vividly real even to Achilles that he's dead. And another part where I cried was, okay, when Achilles was doing his final rites. Those moments kind of made me sad. I was not sobbing, but just like right now, I'm getting teary-eyed. It was 12:30 at midnight yesterday that I was reading that book, and I cried. And I cried myself to sleep. I was so overwhelmed with emotions that I didn't want to read any further because there were so many things still left. But that was really heavy to gulp down. I don't know. After that, a lot of things made me upset and sad and angry at Achilles and even his son, but not to the point that I would cry or bawl my eyes out. If they did to you, then you're sensitive than me. I thought I was so sensitive, but after reading this book, I can see so many people are like sobbing, and I'm here like, okay, that's sad, but nothing else. And the last part where Achilles' name gets attached to Patroclus by Achilles' mother, so unexpected and so cute. After she hated on Patroclus, even after he was dead, This wasn't expected of her. Another thing, did it also creep you out when you read Patroclus' perspective, even after he is dead? Like, it was so confusing and creepy at the same time. And while everything was super upset and sad, I was thinking, like, if Patroclus can talk to Theseus and he is able to watch everything, then why not Achilles? Why they cannot talk? It's so funny. When I initially finished this book, I thought it is a 3.5, and that is because the ending made me feel like it was all for nothing, like 9-10 years all for nothing. They were promised so much gold and victory and fame, like everything kind of got broken in the middle, not just because of Agamemnon, but it was kind of never a battle. It was just Greeks fighting the Troy and Troy not responding back for half of the time. And it was too stretched time, let's say years. So that felt like nothing happened. You didn't gain anything, they didn't gain anything. And what happened of, what was her name? Helena or Helen? I don't know. It's a her. Women all read this book just to know what will happen. Will they get her or not? And I don't even remember anything about her. Even her name is a mystery right now. So it was all for nothing. Apollo was on Troy's side, and I hated the god thing in this book so much. Like gods getting angry and wanting sacrifices, and they are on the side of those who please them. I didn't like it at all. Rating I gave it was for that it was all for nothing. Till the time Patroclus died, it meant something, but after that, it was, I think we were all prepared for Achilles' death, so it wasn't much impactful, although his conversation with Briseis was disheartening. While he fell to the ground, he smiled because he wanted to die himself after Patroclus. Life was nothing. Just like Hector's father said, I totally agree with that man. Too much grief. And yeah, so I saw some reading vlogs and their comments, and people really noticed some good points in this book and some good quotes, and I was scrolling them and I felt so heartbroken and understood, and I felt so connected to them, and they find out really good points in Madeline Miller's writing. I have marked a lot of things in it, but I still read quotes which I forgot to mark or didn't think were so impactful before. So those things made me want to rate it a 5 out of 5 because I was so convinced this is a good book. This is a 5-star read. I read it in 3 days, above 80 pages each day, and yesterday I stayed up till late, as I already told you, and read some 150 pages. That was a lot. I was so intrigued in this book. I'm going to read Cersei now. I don't want to start it just yet because I want to let this book seep in and feel it to my core and read all the good things people have to say about it. I can't read a single bad comment because I don't want to spoil the image of this book in my mind. I just rated it less because it led to nothing. But the ending gave my anxious heart so much peace. The way Patroclus and Achilles holded hands, and there was brightness like a thousand suns. So that image really gave me peace that they were together now, even though not on Earth but in Underworld. So the book itself is so nice, everything about it. Even my rating is flawed because we did learn this lesson of greed, which Achilles kind of got into because he just wanted fame at this point. He wanted to be a hero, but he didn't fight, which was meaningless because he was going to die either way. So why let so many men die? But one thing I really thought was a good point regarding his words was that they all didn't stood up when he was getting embarrassed in front of everyone. Agamemnon was stealing his honor by getting praises for himself. So that I think was justified because no one stood for him. So why should he fight for them? I think that point was justified. But he shouldn't have let Patroclus go. He knew Patroclus was a good person and he was a determined one. he's going to fight or he is going to try to save someone. So didn't expect Patroclus' death. Achilles, I knew Achilles is going to die from reading or I don't know, watching some video earlier, but we all didn't expect Patroclus to be the aim. And that shit hurt how Achilles said, "What has Hector ever done to me?" You know that now. Oh my god, even thinking about it hurts my soul. I'm crying. I don't know what to say. Why did Hector do it? I also read someone's point in the comments that Hector had been dressed up like Achilles when Achilles killed him. So it was Achilles fighting with him, his greed, his ego, and his desires. It was so true. Why would Achilles let him kill Patroclus? Patroclus got so brave to climb the wall to get Helena, but Apollo was so bad. He let him fall, he let everyone see who it was. This is something that made me hate Agamemnon so much. Patroclus has died, he comes to Achilles, and this is their conversation. So Agamemnon hesitates. Prince Achilles, I hear you will fight tomorrow. Yes, the suddenness of his answer startled them. Very good, that is very good. And you will fight after that also? If you wish, Achilles answers. I do not care. I will be dead soon. Well, we are all settled then. He turned to go, stops. I'm sorry to hear of Patroclus' death. He fought bravely today. Did you hear he killed Sarpedon? Achilles' eyes lift. They are bloodshot and dead. I wish he had let you all die. I wish that too. And then Odysseus, which is another character I hate so much. Why let Achilles go to that battle? Why, he played with his mind, he twisted his words and everything just to gain his own purpose or even Agamemnon's. Says, do you think you are the only one who loved him? Oh my god. Jesus was so cute. I could imagine a young girl and she was so into Patroclus, but she didn't force him for anything. She also promised Patroclus to claim him as her husband and get him safe, but things didn't go as planned for anyone. To be honest, I don't even remember what happened to Helen or Helena. I got so caught up in the Achilles and Patroclus. Another thing that when Patroclus was dying at the hands of Hector, it overwhelmed me how he was so sure of their love for each other that Achilles would come and kill Hector. He knew that. And he didn't want Achilles dead also. So that were the things that were running through his mind. His last thought was Achilles. So Patroclus was, and even the prophecy, best of them would be dead, came true because Patroclus died. We couldn't have imagined that he was going to be such a big character in this book. From the starting, he questioned himself so much, but he played such a big role in this battle, and he was a winner, and he was the lover boy because he stayed with Achilles even when Achilles could not see anything because of his pride. So that was such a thing. So I think I've discussed all the points. If there is anything on my heart, I will also share it in the description box. So if you'd like to continue the chat and get to know my perspective and point of view and things I liked and disliked, then we'll have a chat in the comment section below if you'd like. So please join if you have read this book, because I want to connect with people who have read it and I want to feel understood, because I'm so full of emotions right now. God, I start to cry every time I'm thinking about Patroclus and Achilles. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know what it was, but feeling light, speaking my mind and everything. And I hope you're gonna stick around for more videos. I thought of making a reading vlog for this book, but I kind of finished it super fast. Otherwise, also, final thoughts are the main gist of any reading vlog. So I've given you just that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not read this book, even after knowing the spoilers, you're watching it, then do read it. For the writing style, it's beautiful. Your heart is going to feel so happy because it's not difficult at all. I thought the writing was going to be complicated as it is related to Greek mythology, but it wasn't. It was beautiful. Everything was described was just so goddessy. And I hated the god concept. I hate Apollo. I hate. Okay, so I have also wrote in my reading journal all the people I hate in this book. So starting with Patroclus' father, Achilles' mother, mm, Agamemnon, 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 Odysseus, Diomedes, and all the characters I loved. Let me name them too. It was Patroclus, Princess, Chiron, Achilles. He was prideful, he got greedy, but nonetheless he loved Patroclus so much. Although he couldn't fight for Patroclus, which was kind of questionable for his love, but nonetheless he was a character that is so loved by everyone, and me too. I loved their chemistry. I loved everything they did, shared together, the moments of joy and boyhood with Sharon, and the last moments when they finally got together. Okay, I should just stop ranting because if I talk about it, I can write a book on how I feel regarding this book. So let me just stop right here, and I'm gonna cry once more if I keep talking about this book. So I should better be going. I hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, goodbye.